How's my top notch? Oh, hi everyone. I'm Sam Tucker, and I'm here to spread the good word about something that looks down lovingly on us from way up high. That's right, I'm talking about the notch. Yeah, I was a naysayer of the notch for the longest time. I had so many nays to say. But now I'm proud to say that I've seen the light. The infrared dot projector ejaculator light. It's not visible to the mere human eye, but once you reach a high enough level along the bridge to Notchvana, you too will live at peace with our great leader. And so, let me tell you our story. The Notch was born on the Essential phone, and what an appropriate name that was. It was placed there by Andy Rubin, best known as the inventor of Android and of the Rubin Ruse, where you can escape sexual harassment allegations simply by leaving the company, and with $90 million. This is also known as the Hit That and Run, the Sleeping with the Apprentice, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Lock in, slap those titties, Eddie.
You've won 100
Well, all of this screwing around naturally caught the attention of Tim Cook, who was busy screwing over the legacy of Apple founder Steve Jobs.
Nobody wants a stylus.
It's called Apple Pencil.
We take privacy extremely seriously.
We call this Face ID. It all happens invisibly. You don't see these things going off.
And so, Apple released the best-selling notch to date, which spurred on a cacophony of copycats that ushered in a new age of notch thinking. Very hard. For you see, where Apple made a notch to include an array of cameras and detectors, other manufacturers made them without any sense. Saws at all. A complete revelation. Protrusions with no purpose. Notches simply for notches' sake. It's true, for they adopted the aesthetic principle, where if you break down the word, you get ass and pathetic. Aesthetic.
People think aesthetics is making something pretty, and it's really not.
Now, notch-loving initiates may say that you actually get more screen when you include a notch where there was no notch before. But a true notch master realizes that the notch exists beyond the realms of form or function. For the information that was once top and center is now pushed off to the side, meaning there's now less room for information. Paradox of the notch. Notch paradox. How did it happen? And it's not only phones that have benefited from notch thinking. For you see, putting screens where screens weren't before has spurred on other great inventions, such as the touch bar on the MacBook Pro, where instead of being locked into 14 predetermined buttons, the function keys can now change and morph into countless combinations, offering an infinite number of buttons until it falls asleep. Where did my keys go? There they are, on the main display. They can't be contained. But alas, the path of notchlightenment hasn't all been such smooth sailing, for ZTE attempted the impossible, the elusive double notch. But it turns out they bit off more than they could chew, including the corners apparently. For they sold their notch-clear weapons to the Iranians, which got them banned in the US, and I tell you, their iceberg phone nearly sunk the company. But now at last, I'm proud to say that the sharp minds at Sharp have perfected perfection. The asymmetrical double notch of total unnecessity, with a bottom notch that contains a fingerprint sensor that could easily have been put on the back or under the screen, as well as a smaller top notch that contains no special security technology, but just the selfie cam that could easily have fit in the bottom notch. And such, ladies and gentlemen, is the way of the notch, from top to bottom. And the best part is that the story doesn't even end there, for Samsung are working hard on the dot notch, and Vivo has many periscope notches well underway. So there's no point fighting it anymore, everyone. You may as well join us. Leave behind your material desires for headphone jacks and non-protruding camera nipples. Phones that fit in hands, SIM cards, buttons. It all must be stripped away until the phone is just one giant notch in all its imposing glory. Totally smooth, featureless, buttonless, and perfect, just as it was prophesied all those years ago by the great Nostradamus.
Subscribe today.
You know, and what we said at the very beginning was if you need a stylus, you've already failed.
Funk it down.
It seems like everyone's got a notch, and that's not right with me. Notch, I'm sorry.